Hello, and welcome back to my channel, Mel's Stampin' Gallery. I'm Melanie, your Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Woohoo! So today is my first official video as a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. And I am so excited to be back with Stampin' Up! It's where my creative journey started, and I just absolutely love all their products. Today I am using the stamp set Country Flowers and the coordinating cardstock that goes with that bundle. Now let me show you the suite of products that go along with this. They call it Country Woods, the Country Woods Suite Collection. So the thing about Stampin' Up! Is you can order their products individually, or you can order them in suites, or you can order them in bundles. This particular one is called Country Woods, like I said. The suite collection would include the 2 stamp sets, the coordinating dies. This particular one has these gems, an embossing folder, this beautiful ribbon, and both sets of cardstock if you wanted to. So today I am using the Country Flowers and the Designer Series paper that I've got here for you. Now I will have all those supplies linked down below, but I wanted to show you my Stampin' Up! Website. So to find me, you go to melaniegiesel.stampinup.net, and as of May 1st, you will be able to order from my website. So you'll know you're at the right place. You'll see my picture. You've got my links there to my Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube videos. And then you have all the, you can shop now, find out about me, my projects. You can host, you can join. And then there's this events and specials. So all that is right here. And I'm going to scroll down here. They've got featured products, things that are new, online exclusives. Be sure you check out those online exclusives because you'll see things there that you can't see in the actual catalog. A couple of my sweet friends wrote me a review already. Aren't they sweet? All right, and then down here is my events, and I have an event scheduled for next month in May. On May 8th, I am having a Stampin' Up! Launch party here at my house, so you can read more about that here on my website. But don't forget to go shop if you want to shop for these beautiful products. It's melaniegiesel.stampinup.net, and I will have that link down below in the description box. All right, so let's go ahead and let's clear this out of the way and let's get started. Oh, I wanted to show you the photos I was going to use. All right, so for the Country Flowers, I have these photos of my friend Erin Jacobson and I. She came to visit me, let's see, back in September of last year, and she was here for a crop that I was holding, and she loves gardens. So if you live in the Akron, Ohio area, you know if you love gardens, you're going to Stan Hywet. So that's where I took her, and we have these pictures of her and I together on the beautiful grounds. So I wanted to use all those pictures, and actually Erin has already created a layout using some of these same pictures, and I will link that video down below in my description box as well. Okay, so now let's clear this off and let's get started. All right, so this is going to be a double page spread, so I do have 2 pieces of my White Daisy 12 by 12 cardstock, and let me show you kind of what I'm thinking about the arrangements. And these are 4 by 6, and I have matted it with Early Espresso cardstock, which is one of the coordinating colors in this paper pack. So I'm thinking that one's going to go like that. And then the next 4 by 6 will go over here, like so. And that is also matted with the Early Espresso cardstock. I like to mat my 4 by 6 photos because, you know, they're kind of the focal point of the layout, right? All right, so then I have this photo. It's a 3 by 4. And I have another one. It's the front of the house. And I think I'm going to put that in a flip flap And then I can put my journaling here because I have so many photos. I don't really have a whole lot of room for journaling, and I'm thinking that's going to go over here. And let's see, let me go on this left hand side again, and I have another 3x4. I think that's going to go somewhere like this. And let's see, I have this one like so, and let's see, oh, here it is, this little scarecrow that was just so cute. And then of course all the beautiful flowers that were around, and I've got these little pictures of the flowers mounted on, they are 2x2. Let's see, I think I was going to put these little 2x2s here, kind of like that. And then we've got another 3x4 here. So this is kind of like a collage grid style. And then over here, we've got our 4x6. So then underneath there, we will have the two 3x4s. And then underneath this 3x4, we'll put the little 2x2 photos of the gardens. Okay, so this is there. And these two photos. And that one there. Okay, so that's kind of the layout right now. And then what I want to do is bring in some of the papers that I want to use. So here's what I was thinking. The center part, I am going to have this paper extend. There's going to be some on each side, so it looks like one consecutive layout, like a 12x24 layout. So that's going to go like that, and then these photos will be on top of there, like so. Okay, let's spread this out a little bit so we can get a good visual. It's going to go kind of like that, and these will go here. Okay, and I like the way those pop against that wood grain paper. Then over here, forming kind of a border, I think I'll probably cut a strip here, but I don't want to cut that yet until I'm sure that's kind of the way I want it to look. So I'm just scooting it under here, making it show up just a little bit. All right, and I love all those colors of that wood grain paper. I just love that wood grain paper. I can think of so many beautiful things to use that for. All right, and then our four photos, 2x2 photos, will go sort of like that. All right, so that's kind of how that's looking. All right, then over here on this side, I've got this from that wood grain paper pack, and I love this color. It kind of brought out the different shades in the tree here, and Erin's hair is red. You know Erin, you know her signature red hair. All right, so we're going to scoot this under here, and I think that's going to poke out a little bit like that. Okay, and then I wanted something here because these photos need to pop off the background a little bit. So I thought I'd bring in this wood grain pattern from that Country Flowers paper. I think that will go kind of like that. All right, and then when I put my photos on there, the way I had them, okay, kind of like this. I think I had them like this, didn't I? And then like this, and then these two photos in the middle. Okay, so I like how that all looks, and everything kind of pops off the page. So that means I can go ahead and cut these pieces, and then I will be right back. All right, I decided before I go and adhere all this down, I wanted to go ahead and ink up my edges a little bit on this cardstock, or on this designer series paper, and one of the colors is basic gray. So I am going to use my basic gray and my domed sponge dauber tool, and I just want to ink up the edges just to give this a little bit more definition between each of the patterns of designer series paper. think that helps to add to the rustic look of the paper as well. And then when I scoop that in there, that'll help that gives it some definition between the two papers. All right, I'm going to go ahead and do this one, and then I will adhere everything down, and then we'll come back and work on all the embellishments, the fun part. Now it's time to start playing with my embellishments, and I went ahead and I die cut and colored a lot of the pieces from the Country Flowers stamp set, and I've got those in this little tray here. And I did find in my stash some old ephemera from a long time ago. So I'm just using that to make a little cluster up here, and this I stamped and then colored with my tri-blend markers, and that's from that stamp set as well. So I think I'm going to put that right there. Then down here in this corner for the next embellishment cluster, I took the little wood stool and I stamped it on a piece of the DSP Designer Series paper from that Country Flowers paper. I'm going to put that down here. And let's see, oh, you might notice that I have a little stitched circle. I cut that out of the white cardstock and distressed it with my ink blending tool in the gray ink, because I just wanted something down here to help ground the images, and kind of brighten that corner up a little bit. So we've got the little stool, and we've got this little pail that's also from the Country Flowers. So we're going to put that there. Okay, we're just kind of building this up a little bit. And I've got the flower, like a ferny thing, and I colored that with the Colorista colored pencils. I think I might go back and change that though, the colors, I'm not sure. All right, so that's going to go there. And let's build this up a little bit more. Let's add, let's see, this flower here. Again, I've colored that with the Colorista markers just to kind of help that all blend together. I think I'll put that kind of like that maybe. All right. All right, so then up here, I'm going to actually take, let's see, So Lucky to Know You, and I wanted to stamp it on the doily. So I'm going to open up the case and get out my stamp. And I've got that mounted on my block. Let me get that on straight. All right, and I'm going to use my paper piercing mat to stamp and get a nice impression. You could use, if you have a Versamat, you can turn that over and use that spongy side. But if you don't want to drag out your Versamat, or if you don't have one, this is great for stamping on, because it gives you a nice, gives you that soft surface that you can stamp on and get a good, clean, crisp image. Okay, let's lift that up. All right, and I am using the intense black, but there are other blacks that you can use too, of course. So then we're going to put that up there. And we're going to build a little bit of a cluster over here. And I did want to show you the nice thing about the dies from Stampin' Up! Is they have the coordinating dies that go with the stamp sets, but then they also include extras that are dies, but they don't have a stamp set that go with it. But they do have, if you can see the detail that it cuts out on there. So I like how that kind of adds another little dimension to that. All right. Now over here, I'm going to work on a place for journaling. I have this tag again that I found in that same set of ephemera that was in my stash, and I'm just going to kind of build that up a little bit over here, and I am going to type up my journaling and put it there. All right, so we've got that, and then let's see, look at this little tea kettle from the Country Flowers stamp set. Isn't that just so adorable? So I stamped that on some coordinating DSP and took my tri-blend marker, the brown gray blend, and I just added a little bit of shading around there. So I think that little tea kettle is going to go up here. And then there's this tiny, tiny little lid that goes with it. So the same thing, I did a little bit of blending, tri-blend marker on that as well. So let's see, that's gonna go up there. And what else have we got in our goodie box here? Let's see, another one of the leaves. I think I wanna put that up here. Okay, so I can bring some of that color up here to this corner as well. Then we've got some more of these leaves, and again, the die cut had all these tiny little flowers. So I'm going to kind of just scatter those around. I wanted to bring some of the yellow in from the different flowers in the pictures. So I'm just going to scatter those around. And probably put one down here. And let's see, what else have we got? Well, look at this tiny, tiny little leaf. Of course, that's perfect for a card. Let me show you a card that I made with this stamp set. Isn't that beautiful? So of course, this would be so pretty to put in there on your card, kind of like so. So I have finished up my embellishment clusters. Let me hold that up so you can see. Cluster up here, and I added a sticker from my stash. Actually, I was just kind of, and a few little other stickers that I had in my stash, but this was all from the and the stamped images were all from that Country Flowers Stampin' Up set. And then we have this page over here on the other side. I've got my journaling that I printed on a journaling tag, and that little tea kettle. And I added a little button with some twine. And those little flowers are cut from that die cut set as well, from the Country Flowers. So there you have it. Let me see if I can put this together for you. All right, so thank you so much for joining me. This was my first YouTube video as a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator and using Stampin' Up! Products. So like I said, all those products will be listed for you down below in the description box. So please be sure to go and check that out. And don't forget, if you like these pages, be sure to give that a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe to my page and hit that notification bell so you are notified every time I upload a video. And thanks so much for joining me and taking time out of your busy day. I really do appreciate it. And until next time, I'll see you here on YouTube. Bye.